Jyoti, can you mute yourself?
Very good morning to everyone.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning, ma'am.
Yeah, very good morning. We are very happy to have Mr. Savithru Muthu here today on this special day, and you are just fortunately lucky enough to have him here on this workshop today. And there are informations about Savitramuthu sir, and you might be able to see that. And he's a founder of Musa Micro Sculpture. And surely today's session is going to be very interesting and informative. And if you people are interested, we'll just look forward the another session with sir again. And he has more than 8 years experience in sculpture making, and also he's micro artist. Okay, not only this pencil carving art, and he can also carve in the chalk piece, and also soap carving he's specialist at. So surely you're going to learn many things from sir. We welcome you, sir, on behalf of Parvati Sanugraha International School, and warm welcome from all the children, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, you just take over, sir. Thank you.
Muthu sir. Good morning, Muthu sir. This is Prabhakaran from technical team. Can you hear my voice?
Good morning, sir.
Hope you are enjoying Corona holidays. Hope you are enjoying Corona holidays. Corona holidays. Hi, hi all. Hope you are doing good. 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 Okay. My name is Savitru. As your ma'am explained about me, but I want to share about me. Uh, I've been started entered into this art journey with an inspiration. Uh, she's my aunt. I was much inspired by his painting. His painting only inspired me to get me into art. I started doing paintings on my own with reference from comic books. Took pictures. I got interested in sculptures when I it through Big Temple. You all know Big Temple in Tanjavur. It was inspired me so much. The sculptures in it inspired me a lot. So I want to make sculptures. I want to imitate those sculptures. First I tried sculptures in soaps, and during my college days, I was doing these soap carvings. Actually, I did fashion technology, but sorry, break up. Yes, as I said, you in my college, I got many opportunities in sculpture making, and my faculties really encouraged me in making sculptures. They asked me to give it as a memento for chief guest. I made logos. I made characters using soaps. They presented it to the chief guest, to a department chief guest, or to college guest. In that way only, I started earning money from that. And once I got a big order from the Decathlon Sports Company. They ordered me 30 pieces logo. Actually, it's a logo of a clothing company. It was a big order which motivated me to step further into proceed with the art. And after completing my college, I did a job as a designer, as a fashion designer. I've been working for a year, but I'm not satisfied with my job since I felt that I am like most of my time is empty. Actually, I couldn't spend my complete time. I couldn't. My skills are not effectively used here like that. So I quit my job and I started making art. I started making different arts. Actually, I started carving different in different mediums. wood, soap, chalk piece, clay, wax, stone, and since it is so brittle, it can break at any time. It was much challenging to work with it. So I started to work with the pencils, and I started getting orders for names, face to sculpt their face, and also many people asked for the logos. In that way, I started earning, and also I do conduct workshops, take classes in colleges. So this is how my journey started, and my family, to be told that they are not supported at the beginning, since none of the parents want their children to enter into the complete art fields. So beginning in the beginning time, they didn't support me. Once my art, they started to they started to believe they started to believe in my works. So here, okay. Now we'll begin the workshop. Hope you all heard about pencil carving, and I also in the posters you might saw my works. Now I will share some of my works, some of my favorite works here. Interesting works. So fire breathing dragon. You can see the fire coming out of the mouth in slow motion. Actually, I used the matchstick powder here. I powdered the matchstick and this is a Hot Wheel. I inspired from the Hot Wheel. I made this. Actually, this is a stop motion video. Actually, I made a car of size, it's around 2 mm. I made it and I made this track separately, and I placed a car over it and moved mm by mm, and I made this video. Actually, I lost 4 cars for making this video. And this is it's a dressing table in pencil table. Okay, you can see that glossy finish, the mirror finish. Once again. Okay. This mirror finish is made by buffing technique. Nothing, buffing is not a big thing. There's nothing to smudging with the paper. You have to keep on smudging with the paper so that you will get this effect, like this mirror effect. This is one of my favorite integrated sculpture. You can see the top. The top has an almost 8 faces in it, 8 face reactions. Actually, each face is almost 2 mm each. And below, actually, I made on the concept emotions, the difference between the life and the death. You can see that the old face and child face in between. And here is another interesting sculpture. This is also a stop motion. Okay, it is a butterfly from cocoon. Actually, in this, I made around 5 sculptures to make this video, like a butterfly coming from the beginning stage, and you can see that crack in the wood, the pencil wood. That also I made it a cut and made this video. There's no tricks; it's completely work. And you can see here another stop motion video. This is a flower coming out of pencil, flower blooming. You can see this also consists of 7 sculptures, and this is also stop motion. Actually, it might look simple, but it consists of more than 500 pictures to make this video. I have to smudge the graphite. Actually, I will explain about this graphite, this big graphite, how I made it in the next slide. You can see this balloon effect. This also consists of around 500 pictures, but I have to carve it step by step to reduce the size, and I finally reversed the video so that it appeared to be like a balloon. And this is one of my most complicated work. This you can see it's the world's smallest abacus. It consists of 70 beads. Each beads will move actually. Can you see in this video? You can see that the beads are moving there. And this is also one of the toughest work. In this, you can see there is a 24 holes inside it for in between the spokes. It took a lot of time in making it. This also is a battling rock, and I will explain how to make easy holes like this. You can in this Batman rocket you can see the round holes. I will explain which tool to use to make an easy hole in pencils, and what pencil will be will have a good strength to make any holes. And this is like a chain method. Can and this is you can see that balance structure. It's just balancing as there is no glue. Sorry, getting disconnecting. So, okay, this is completely balanced structure. In this, you can see that there is no glue to the mouth side or mouth part. It's completely balanced structure. You can see I'm moving it, but it didn't fall down. And this is Periyar, all no, and it's a detailed sculpture. This it will be around 5 mm size. And Shivaji, Chhatrapati Shivaji, Rajaraja Cholan, Bharatanatyam, Advaja, Avengers. So lady can see a child at back. Fruits. Okay, let us get into the section. Okay, first the beginning is you have to know about the materials. There are different grades of pencils. Okay, what's the difference between these grades apart from the shades? if you see, apart from the shades, the strength of the pencil varies based on the grades. The higher the grade, if you take 9B pencil, it will be darker and also it will be very soft. The graphite will be very soft. We can't use it for balanced sculptures. But if you take a 9H, it will be much stronger, but it is also it will be tough to carve because you can't put much pressure while carving because you also get strain. So the preferable pencils will be 2B and 6B here. So I'll move to pencils. Okay, the first pencil is a Faber-Castell Black Matte. It's preferable for it has a good strength and also it is softer. It can be used for names and abstract sculptures. Abstract sculptures in the sense with not much detail. Look at the brand. If you want to note down, you can note down. And this is a jumbo pencil. This has a what's the difference between this the dia? That pencil, normal drawing pencil, will have a dia of around 4 mm, sorry, 3.5 mm to 4 mm. But jumbo pencil will have a graphite dia of 5 mm. We can it will be bigger. You can use it for creating portraits, logos, realistic sculptures. And this is woodless graphite. Actually, if before you see that those pencils are with wood, but this one is without wood. Can can ask as like a graphite stick. It is in this graphite stick. It is preferable is 2B and 6B same. In this, if you see the graphite dia is 7 mm dia. This also you can also use it for portraits, logos, any sculptures. The size is only different. And the final thing is jumbo graphite stick. This graphite stick is around 1 centimeter dia. This is also completely pure graphite without wood. Okay, now we'll see about tools. And the basic tool we needed is detailing knife. Detailing knife, this is you can use it for making outlines, shaping, engravings, and I mentioned marked out 2 points, the circle and the square. You can see that for flattening and cutting big areas, because we should keep this point in mind because while carving it, you'll understand. And the surgical blade number 11, blade number 11. This can be used for shaping and finishing. For every tool, I will have I'll show you a sample video. Don't worry. And syringe, this is much useful for making holes and textures. It has a very sharp point. If you want to make any deep holes, you can use it. And razor blade. This razor blade, we can cut it to any shapes based on our need. I will show that in the video. It is very thin and sharp, and also the sandpapers. Sandpaper, according to sandpaper, the higher the grade, the softer it is. So 80 and the grade 80 and 300 are preferable. And also I will show you a sample video for these. Okay, let's go. We are going to enter into the sculpture making. So first, the beginning, what we need is patience. Patience is the key to success. It is a key for anything, for any field you choose. The patience is must. You need to work hard, can put lot of inputs, but without patience, we can't make it success. And one second. Actually, we are working on a realistic, how to bring a realistic sculptures. If we want to bring realistic sculptures, if you want to what if you are working on a face, if you're working on any characters, means we need to understand. We have to observe that object, okay? Because why we want to observe is to get the proportions, to get the exact proportion. The proportion only make the object complete. The proportion only will make the object to look real. So the more we observe, the better the result we get. Okay, how to observe? Okay, make it simple. Okay, I can't understand an object easily. Okay, in the beginning, if when you start your education, how you learn letter, word, sentence, paragraph. To understand a paragraph, we have to know what is the sentence is. What is we have to understand the sentence? We know the words in it. To understand the word, we have to know the letters. Okay, we all know that in common to make a portrait, people used to make boxes. In this image, you can see there are a number of boxes. So consider the complete image as a paragraph. Okay, if the complete image is a paragraph, because each lines are the sentence, each square is a word. Consider as this nose as a word. In this, there are so many details. There is a shapes, the angles, the shades. So this is how we have to observe the object. To observe it, so we make it in simple. To make it simple, we are dividing into several halves so that we can understand it easily. Okay, now we are getting into the carving portion. Now, how to remove the wood layer? So many will have the pencil only, easy to get the pencil. So we'll see how to remove the wood layer from the pencil. In this video, you can see how I holding the knife with the pencil. The sharp part of the knife, the blade is perpendicular to the pencil. The pencil is perpendicular to the blade. Why I have to keep this perpendicular to the blade? Because to make the even cut, to cut it evenly, we should keep the blade perpendicular to the pencil. And I'm using my thumb finger here to give the pressure. You can see here, I'm using the thumb finger here to give the pressure. And also you can see the angle between the inclined, how inclined the blade to the pencil. It is very much almost parallel to the pencil. Because why it have to be much parallel to the pencil? Because then only you can give very little pressure, and also you can able to remove thin layers. You can see how the layer has been removed. So the more parallel the knife to the pencil, you can easily remove the wood surface. Okay, and also you have to see I'm using the middle portion of the blade to carve out the wood portion. When you have to be very slow, when we're getting nearer to the graphite, there are very small surfaces here. In that time, you can use the tip of the knife so that it won't damage the graphite. You can see. You have to insert the knife and take it outwards so that it will peel off like a skin. You can see. You shouldn't touch the graphite because we shouldn't waste any portion of the graphite size, because we have only 5 mm. If you disturb the graphite, you won't have the maximum surface area. Okay. How to now we have almost removed the particular area in the graphite. And now we have to have a neat base. You can see there is a the end of the graphite is not having a good base. The woods, small wood portions are there. So how can we remove it very clearly? Just hold the knife straight, blade straight, and just give a small pressure and turn your pencil. Like this, just with a small pressure. And just place the knife along with the graphite and move it from top to bottom. You can able to remove the graphite wood. You can see now the base is neat, looks neat. Because finishing is important. We all used to focus on the result only. Okay, we completed this. You can see it's neat. And if you see that base of this, you can give the sharpener cut so that it will look some more better. You can see now giving a sharpener cut. Just keeping my knife straight perpendicular to that edge so that I can make a sharp points like a sharpener cut. Okay. Okay. Now next step is you have to flatten the surface. Why we need to flatten the surface? Because there's the graphite is in a cylindrical shape. You can see we have it is in a cylindrical shape. With this we don't the surface area will be like a sphere. So we have to flatten the surface so that we can get a big area, big surface area. When we get big surface area, we can able to mark. We can be able to mark easily the outlines. So only. So now I will tell this. The cylinder shape will have a maximum dia. Below that dia, we have to just maximum area. We have to make a small mark. You can see that's the center point. Below the center point, I just made a line. Up to that line, we have to flatten the surface. Let's see. The same how we remove the wood, we have to remove this graphite also. Why we use the thumb as support? Because thumb gives us a constant pressure. It gives a constant pressure so that it won't slip off at the edge. Now it's we don't have created any sculpture, but in future if you are making a sculpture and also you want to extend the graphite below means you have to follow the same step. In that time, without the thumb support, we can't give a control pressure over the graphite. Now you can see there's a mistake here. It's an angle is changing over here. So to avoid this, you have to keep on monitoring it. Once you flatten a particular area, we have to look at the top of the graphite, whether we are going in a correct line or not. You can see we have to, now we have, we can see that slope So we are removing that directly that particular area which is projecting. You can see I'm just now only concentrating on the top side. See, there's a few more. See the supports are given to the pencil. The supports are to make it even. Okay, almost nearing the data. Keep on, you have to always have an eye on the top so that you can check whether we are going the right way. Okay, we almost reached the top. We not only have to see the top view, we also have to see the side view. You can see only the top is clear, but bottom is not clear. So how can we clear it? Can bring the knife from the top, from the correct place. Because the top is made even, we have to bring the knife from the top surface so that you can easily cut. You can see now it's become even. Getting even. Just to keep the knife straight, blade straight, and at different angles. And if you do like this, means the surface will get much more even. You can avoid the slopes. Everything. Make sure it's completely even. Keep on have a look at turn the side views and just have a look. How it's, you have to make the base perfect because the base is important. Most over. Now after making it, you have to take a picture of it. Picture of the pencil. Okay. Get a clear image. As we said earlier, we have to simplify the object to understand it, and there are many methods to simplify it. So now we can see it. I placed. We are going to sculpt this dog now. What I did is, first I took the picture of the pencil separately, and the image which I plan to carve it, I just to place it over the graphite, and I reduced the opacity. Now I can able to see I can have an idea what will be the size of this dog in this graphite. I can now fix an approximate proportions in it. Can either use the Photoshop or a Pixar. Pixar are normally available in a mobile app. Can use it to make this. So in that image, you can see that endpoint. So first I'll mark that endpoint. See how I'm holding the knife. I just have my fingers supporting the blade so that I have a steadiness. Now I'm going to mark that line. See, I'm not using the tip alone. I'm using the entire blade so that I can make a perfect straight line. Just I'm placing the knife and just I'm rotating the pencil. I just now get an imaginary line. Don't give much pressure, just a light pressure. Okay. Now, after this, I am going to make boxes. As we discussed earlier, we had this image with the boxes. So I'm going to make a small number of boxes. So, okay, how are I going to make this? I'm going to divide it in an equal halves. I have the baseline end line, and with that I'm dividing it in equal halves. You can see it. Just see how I'm holding the blade. It is straight, and the maximum area of the blade is on the pencil, and also having the support on the blade. See, look at the fingers. The fingers are on the blade, so that we can have an steadiness. We get the steadiness there. And dividing it. Now I'm making a middle line. Both vertical lines and horizontal stripes are. You can see how the boxes are made. We shouldn't give more pressure. You should hand it like a feather, so that you can erase that lines after. Okay, now you can see boxes are made. Now again, we have to take the picture of these graphite now. And again, you just place that image of the dog over it. Now we'll see that we will now get an idea where the nose part comes, where the ears comes, where the tongue ends. You can see that clearly. Once it's done, we have to make an outline of it. We have to make a line diagram of the dog. See, this is a line drawing. I just made a straight lines. Forget the squares, everything. First, square lines, and then I simplified much more, and I just made a simple outline. You can see the blue stripe. So I simplify it much more. You can also see the boxes backside, I believe. You can see the connecting points. Now our first step is to carve out, mark this blue line in this with this help of the square. See how I'm marking the same method. See, my finger is supporting the blade, so, to give the steadiness, to make it stable. See, you can see the connecting lines with the help of the square now, and I'm making a marking there. You can see I'm changing the pencil only, not the knife. I'm not changing the position of the blade. I'm changing the position of the pencil only, because pencil will be constant. You will not move the pencil while carving, but you will move the knife. So almost try to make the knife in a particular same position, and tilt the pencil as per your need. Because you see, I am tilting the pencil to the angle in which I want to cut. You can see now I am cutting the angle, holding the pencil the angle, same angle as per the cut. Now I am using the tip of the knife to make the next marking. Because you can't use a full knife, it might damage the other area. So you can see how, you can see my position, how I'm holding the knife, how I'm holding the blade. It gives me the control. You can also try it. Now we are just marking the blue line. Don't forget that. Almost getting there. We need to finish. You can see the positions. See knife. See the angle of the blade. Same as the line. Why we marking the straight lines without curves? Because to mark a straight line, it is easy to mark a straight line, but instead of curves, you can't because can't make a curve since the medium is brittle. If you are working on a clay means you can easily mark a curve, but since it's a graphite and it is brittle, can't easily make a curve. It might change the, it might deviate, it might get deviated. Okay, now once we mark that outline, we are going to remove the excess area, remaining area outside the blue line. So we made an outline. We're going to remove it. Now you see how I'm going to remove it. Just place the knife the same angle we are going to remove and give a pressure, little by little. Not don't come straight to the border line. Just little by little, cut it out. Just slice it out. Remove completely. You should come till the back side. So rotate it and see. Okay. As I told you, should move the pencil only to change the angle of the pencil, so that it will be easy for you to carve. Why am I repeating this? Because many make this mistake up. They will try to rotate the knife and try to carve it. It will be much more difficult for you to do it. Just imagine if you are drawing a paper, will you rotate the pencil or the paper? Okay, you're almost getting near. I removed the major area, but this portion, next portion will be the mouth portion. It will be coming towards the center of the graphite. In that, we have to, it will be sometimes you will carve out like a blind spot. Make sure the lines are sharp. The back area is not disturbing. You should not disturb the front view. So only keep on clearing that area. See that beyond that line, nothing should be seen from the front view. So only we are making it step by step. We are seeing how some mouth area. As I said earlier, sometimes we'll have this blind spot. Just in that time, you have to cut it very slowly, very little amount, and have a front look and check it whether you reach that spot or not. Now, like this area, you have to keep on engraving. How can we engrave in these spots? You can just keep on making lines. just to keep on making lines. It will engrave that area. You should keep on engraving along that markings so that we can get a clear cut.
Okay.
Keep on doing it. Now we almost got this carved out along the blue line. You can see we almost reached. Next step is we have to now make these parts the red line. Should carve out the red line now. First we have to same procedure. First we have to mark it. Just make a light marking and start carving it. The curve parts and all we can complete it while doing the finishing. While finishing only we are going to shape it and everything, the curve parts and all. We'll do it in the while doing finishing. You can see I'm removing it from the top a little bit slow. Don't change the angles. You can see how I'm using the knife. As I said earlier, you should remove completely. You should tilt the back side. Only then we can get the clear sharp edge. Because back side will always disturb the front side, so we always have to try to remove till the back side. Okay, now can see we almost completed that removed the red area. Now we are going to add details. Now the eyes, ears, nose, mouth, everything. While adding details, now we almost complete the 2D structure. When we are getting to 3D structure, we have to understand the projections. We have to analyze projections. In this, we can see which is the first projected part is ears, then eyes, then nose. So we should nose will be getting narrower. So we have to remove a little bit of nose, flatten a little bit of nose to project the eyes. We should flatten a little bit of eyes to project the ears. You can see. You can see now I'm flattening the eye part to project the ears. Now I'm marking the mouth part. Yes, you can see it is a difficult area because the tongue, you have to show that make tongue prominent, the teeth and the lower jaw. So that first thing we can make it simple here is 3 lines. You can make it. We have to try to make 3 lines. We have to make just a difference alone, so that it itself will give that look to that object. You see now I'm just separating the tongue from the mouth. In that you can see I'm just what I did was just I flattened that area. You can see because the tongue will come center to the mouth, so the tongue will be less projected from the mouth. So just to flatten the area. So it goes from the front view, it goes back side, one step down. You can see it. Now I am making the third layer. I'm just doing flattening. I'm just flattening. You have to flatten to make steps. If you see the mouth, inside mouth, the teeth, then the tongue. So you have to make 3 steps to make this difference. Side by side, make it prominent. You can see now almost we got the structure. Now we are going to add the details to the eyes. You can see the eye. This almost looks like a triangle. So you can see how we are cutting it using the help of the tip of the knife. And making a triangle and just turning the blade should be the same angle. Okay, okay. Just making it clear with the help of the tip of the knife. Just make a small finish with the help of the knife. Just flatten the areas with the scratches. Why you have to flatten? Because when you flat the surface, the scratches will get removed and it will be much more clearer and prominent. Correct the other parts now. Since the nose is much smaller compared to others. So this is how you can how to correct it step by step. You have to compare other parts and just find out the proportions. Okay, we almost clear out the surface. Analyze overall object, find out the mistakes, if anything, any proportion is missing of the object. You can see the image. We are just made the one side of that one front view alone. You have to make the back side also. You have to follow the same method. These are the result. Okay, so we have to sculpt an object from the image. Hope you all understand this part. I will now I'll share some smart tools how you can use it effectively. Smart tools. The first thing is needle. Just take out the needle, syringe needle from that syringe and just place it over the tool. Sorry, signal got interrupted. And can fix it the same tool. Can use it for making holes. You can see now. I'm going to make a drill like just place it over and just rotate clockwise and anti-clockwise. Keep on doing it. Patience. It's not easy to do with a normal knife. You can do it, but I will get a bigger hole. Now see, just pass through that right. You made a hole. If you want a big hole, you can use the detailing knife. You have to do it on both sides, so that since the blade is narrower, you don't will have an even hole. So you have to do it on both sides to get a big hole. Sorry, since the video is not clear, I'm shifting to other. This is the MRI sheet. Have to can use the MRI sheet also. See, can if you want to do shapings, you can use the MRI sheet. That means the sandpaper. You can use the grade 8, 300, 200. The pencil will be that much stronger. You can use it. Why is because you can't use the knife all times for shaping and all. In that time, this MRI sheet will be useful. You can see how I hold the MRI sheet. This is a surgical blade. You can use it for edge finishing. You can see that you can make it smooth because this knife is very sharp. You can see now how smooth it becomes, the edges. And you can also see how I handle the knife. Okay, next is razor blade. You can cut the razor blade with the help of scissor. You can see I'm cutting it just like paper. Cut like a detailing knife blade so that you can insert it in the tool holder. Be careful. Once you got the blade, the tip will be a little bit bent, so you should flatten it with a scissor. You can just fix it to it. You can make thin lines with this. Since a complete blade is very thinner, it can for depth thin lines and all. You can use this blade. You can't use a normal detailing blade since the thickness is varies from the blade. And this is a buffing technique. As you saw, told you earlier about the mirror, that mirror finish, which I saw in the dressing table. But to make that, you have to use that paper and just to smudge it as much you can. That's the end of our section. If you have any questions, you can ask now. Thank you for listening.
Sir,
Yes.
good afternoon, sir, and good afternoon, all. I'd like to extend my heartfelt thanks, sir. First of all, thank you, sir, for spending your valuable time with us on this weekend. It
Thank
was
you.
very
Thank you.
fruitful session, and we all found the session very useful and interesting to cover knowledge towards cultures and arts, sir. And I once again extend my heartfelt thanks on behalf of our entire school, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Yeah,
morning, sir.
good morning.
This is Riya Shalina from 10th standard. Thank
Hi.
you, sir, for this nice session. We really learned something new and it was really very useful. And this would definitely improve our creativity and the love for art. We
Thank
eagerly
you.
expect a next session with you, sir, to learn something new like this pencil carving, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Sure, sure. Thank you. All the best.
Sir?
Yeah. Hi.
Hi,
Sir,
sir. I'm Avan. Grade 8, sir. I
Hi.
really liked your session very much.
Thank you.
The ideas of pencil carving taught during this session was very innovative and extraordinary.
Okay. Thank you.
Looking for many more interesting classes in future, sir.
Sure,
Thank
sure.
you.
Sure.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Hi.
I'm Ram, sir.
Hi.
Good lessons from you. It was really awesome, sir.
Thank you. Hope it delivered clearly. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? My videos, my tutorial section. Is it clear for everyone?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. And you can just share your feedbacks in my Insta page. If you have any other queries, miss, you can just ping me up here. If you have any other doubts, you can just message me. Thank you.
I request everyone to switch on your video.
Hi. Y'all, hi. Purchincha section. Is it good? And,
Yes, sir.
It's
Nice,
okay.
sir.
Thank you. Can also share your works with me. I shared my Insta page with you. Can share it through that page. If you do any works, I also reshare your works. You can visit my page, Insta page. You can see so many other works that are there. You can also, if you have any doubts, also you can just ping me up. If you want materials, also you can ping me up. I can refer you where you can get those materials. The jumbo pencils, the graphic stick, everything. Any doubts you have? Anything you want to just clarify with me? Anyone?
students, anybody is having doubt, you can ask sir now.
Thank you so much, sir. I think they all are amazed by the skills what they have seen. So
Thank you all.
really thank you for your valuable time. And indeed, you have just taken us to the other world of art, sir. Thank you so much. We look forward to two other sessions also with different form of art. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the time.
Thank you.
On
Thank
behalf
you,
of our
Jashwant,
entire
for
school
this
and
opportunity.
students.
Thank you, Sudha ma'am, for organizing.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Thank you
you.
for
We
both.
look forward many more
Thank
sessions with you, sir. If time
you. Sure, ma'am.
permits.
Sure.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.